Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm
Yo, hello, howdy. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day, wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day, a very good day. So wherever you are, wherever you're watching me from, good morning. I believe it's morning in most parts of the world where you guys are watching me from. It's actually 2:10 p.m. East African time where I'm streaming from, and I'm here to wake you up because it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a real good day. Or I should have played this Nyabohanse Village, Nyabohanse's best song, wake up. What does this song reminds you? Guys, karibu sana. As we join in, please like the video. Thank you for joining. As you're joining, hit the like button. Subscribe the channel if you haven't. My name is JT, and this right here is JT Podcast. I'm here to celebrate and to see what's happening in that village of Nyabohanse. Of course, today is a Sunday, a very special day. If you're waking up on Sunday, happy Sabbath, happy Sunday, blessed Sunday. Did you go to church? Or have you gone to church? Or are you going to church? I hope you are. Anyway, karibu sana, welcome. Today's going to be a good day. Just like I said, there's a lot happening here and in Nyabohanse, of course, a lot. So you have to check what's happening. Since everyone is not allowed to stream or to show you the video before the boss posts. Since nobody's allowed to stream, nobody's allowed to show you a video of what's happening before the boss does that. So that's why you can see up to this moment, it's chilled. But yeah, I'm here for you. I'm here to give you the 411, what's happening in the village, right from my position right here. So yeah, karibu sana as you're joining. Please. Like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe the channel. I really appreciate if you do that for me. Okay, let me know where you tuned from. And what's the time over there? I can see some people in the house. Hamisi, you in the house, I see you. Leocraft, Ballad, I see you. Balland, Nixon, Amresh, I see you. Colin in the house. John P, I see you. Howdy. Siempre, hey. I like that name. I like that name. Siempre. Ked B, I see you. And everyone in the house, please feel free to interact here. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And let's get on it. All right. Yeah. In Belgium is 13. 13. Wow. That's good. That's good. That's good. We kind of like an hour ahead of your New York metro area. I see. Thank you for joining. Anyway, guys, let me take you to Nyabo Hans, of course, quick fast. As you're joining, like the video, right? Let me put this on your screen. Right here. Let's start from here. Let's start from here. From here. Sorry for commercials. Sorry for commercials. I'm gonna skip them. All right. So we're gonna start from here. From right here.
Right here, many things. We have the dispenser, we have the fridge, big fridge. We have this, the cupboard. Wow, beautiful one.
So gonna raise a glass. Okay, for people who've been following this series for almost like now, how many days? Like almost a month. Today is 28th day. So 28 days equally to a whole month. It's been a whole month of this series of Brian and Grandma, all that. Who's that? Antoinette, you're asking, is Nasto there? I haven't seen Nasto, but maybe he's going to join. I don't know. Maybe. I haven't seen him. Actually, if you can see, these are just the closest friends to MARWA. Closest. And asking of Nasto, why don't you ask about Grandma's other family? Because all I see is Brian, I see Daniel, and Grandma. What about the rest of the family? Are they not supposed to be part of this? Okay, Nasa might not be here, but what about these other people? The family. Are they not supposed to be part of this celebration? What do you think? Okay, let me play. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, I see there's a celebration here, and just to make this clear, this part that I'm playing right now, this happened yesterday evening. It happened there last night, where they launched the house. Okay, so today is supposed to be the big party on Sunday, but this particular section happened last night, where they opened this house, like where they brought Grandma in this house, and they kind of popped the champagne and toast there and hit cheers. Rocio being the champagne opener, just like always. So here goes. But now, when you look at all this celebration, the only thing that rings my mind is all these people are YouTubers, total strangers to Grandma. Grandma has co-wives, okay? She's married to a polygamous family. Well, like there are three wives in that family. All these other co-wives, we've never seen them. I don't know how bad is the situation. I only hear that it's really bad, but maybe is that is the situation too bad that they couldn't even join in celebrating or launching her house or something like that? What about the uncles? What about those people who came to have a meeting when Marwa was about to start building a house? They called themselves to have a meeting to kind of ask him why is he taking a big step like that without involving them. So I expected maybe after giving a go ahead, they'll be here to celebrate with the grandma. But you know what? I can't even see them. Maybe today, maybe in a minute, they will be joining later on the daytime. But I think this is the most important part, that they could have been here to celebrate with grandma launching the house. Because, of course, if they were really happy for her, and they gave her go ahead, why are they not here to celebrate with grandma? See, that's why most of the time I really feel like polygamy family, they have a lot of issues. And maybe most of you who are watching, maybe you are not familiar with these kind of things, but I'm watching from maybe from the grandma's point of view. I see how bad the situation is, because if it wasn't that bad, they could be here, you know. They could be here to celebrate. What are you saying, Nixon? How can you attend a party where the organizer, MARWA, has claimed on video that you are bewitching the beneficiary? It makes sense. It really makes sense. Yeah, I've had MARWA really launching such a claim that the co-wives, or maybe the other part of the family, they're kind of jealous. Yeah, they're really jealous of grandma and her wins and all that. So basically, and even that act of demolishing the houses and erecting a wall in the middle of the compound, leaving this other family, I've never seen them being part of this or maybe being involved. So I'm not really surprised not to see them in the party here. Only grandma celebrating with the complete strangers, while the rest of the family is right somewhere there. It gets, it sends a really big message here. They could have just come. I know family have their problems, family have their issues. But when it's something like this happen, can they really bury their differences, or maybe just come and play cool and say, oh, they happy for grandma, even though I know they are not? But would they not do something like that? Because seriously, this is sending a very negative message or signal to the world, because if this is what's happening today, I mean, this is the biggest celebration. Grandma is launching a house. She's opening the house. Normally in our family, in these families, when something like when you have an event like a party, or maybe a burial, or maybe a celebration, and anyway, a gathering that involves families, you bury your differences, you come together, now you do something. But now, when you don't see them like this, in this manner, it tells you that it is really bad, It's really bad. So imagine after all this party is done, after these YouTubers are gone home, she's left here by herself. How is she going to live her life? Anyway, the most important thing is at least she has a place, at least, I don't know, about the other family, but, What are you saying, Eva Miller? Jet, you can speculate too much. You don't know exactly what those people have gone through with MARWA and his people. So rather than having a fight, they stay clear. These are all strangers in person. It's not like I'm speculating too much. From where I see it, I kind of let me say I know 99% or 90% of everything happening there, because I'm in from the same shoes, like this is the kind of setups in these villages. This is where we grew up. And these people, let me say, almost everyone here, I know them in particular. And how this kind of families operate, I know them. So I may not know the grandma, her real story. But, looking at how all this is happening, I can tell you for a fact that I understand how it operates. So for them not showing up here to come and celebrate with grandma, it has nothing to do with MARWA. It really has everything to do with how the family themselves have been operating since eternity, So I don't think that they could have now fake it, come together and say now, everything is fine. Let's just do this. Or maybe we are happy for grandma. Let's celebrate. And they come here and start introducing themselves. Oh, I am Madam A or Madam S, and I'm the co-wife to grandma. And someone comes and, hey, I am the uncle, I'm the brother-in-law, I'm this and that. But whenever they had a rumor or maybe the wind of grandma being helped to build the house, they called themselves real quick. They had a very emergency meeting there to kind of stop the process of building the house, you know. However much I criticize Marwa and his team, however much I sanitize them and I inject them, whenever something is cool, I really say that is cool. I mean, for example, this that grandma is having right now is such a good thing in her life. So however much all this process happened, I don't know what happened, I don't know what's Marwa's end goal. Of course, nobody does anything for free. But bottom line is at least grandma has something. But I never saw any other family member being part of this. So yeah, I'm not surprised not to see them in this celebration. I'm not really surprised not to see them here celebrating with grandma. And I don't know if after this party they will be part of it. I may try to celebrate. You know, yeah, that's it. I will take your words. I have no clue polygamous lifestyle because one man kind of. I know, I understand. After all, are you married in a village? If you were, maybe you could have heard rumors or maybe seen from other people besides you or maybe around you. But if you actually far away from this, it may sound like a movie, but it's not. It's not. Her best friend was there by her side. That is much important than just having useless family members who haven't been there for her. I miss it. What do you mean useless family members? Do you know, Hamisi, there are circumstances that really need this family to be there. I mean, you can't just dismiss them like that. But anyway, it makes sense. It really makes sense. If this is the people that she's been vibing with, then yeah, instead of them coming here to fake it and like, oh yeah, we are happy for you, of course, they are not. So it's okay. It's really okay. I can just say, as you're putting that point, really, I understand. Like, I agree with you 100% because why would they come here and actually like that they are really happy for grandma when from the beginning they are not been even talking to her, you know. But anyway, thing is, as this separation or maybe this isolation goes on like this, what about if something happened there and now she kind of proven to them that now she can do away with them? You know, the family will always be family. Just remember that, Hamis. Yeah. After all, family is family. No matter what happens between your family, is going to be family. So as this thing goes like that, I don't know. But anyway, thing is, grandma, at least she has something here. And I can see how she's putting a very broad smile on her face. That is really priceless. Like, really. I don't care what else again say. I mean, I understand. I understand that sometimes, really, you may put family first, but family fails you. So do you really stick to them even though you know this is fake? No, sometimes you gotta be real and say, bro, just move on. I know they're not cool with me, so why would I fake it? Bringing them here is just being hypocritical. Hey, Madam Parasite. Madam Parasite is the one who is here to pop the champagne. To pop the champagne here. At least I'm trying to engage you to see what you guys think about all this, you know. Marwa's family divider, anyway. He was even trying to talk down on woman neighbors, bringing grandma into negative vibes and isolating her health. You know, I had how Marwa was telling me, you know, he was filming and showing you know, look at those neighbors. They never used even to talk to grandma, and now they would really want to be friends to grandma and all that. Or maybe be like, we're gonna put a wall here so that these people can keep off. I don't know. When we just saw grandma on camera because Mara filmed her, but I really think that she'll be having a life after the camera had been switched off. So if she'd been relating with these people, even though they've been having their own problem, remember, the family came here to have a meeting. That tells you that she's part of the family. So is she not allowed from this moment? Is she not allowed to interact with the family whatsoever from this point? Or now she has to have a different family because, okay, I understand someone like Hamis is saying maybe some useless family members are laughing. But now, family is family. And these YouTubers are not going to be here like forever. They are only here because this thing involved their master, okay? Their master YouTube. So when all this is done, they gone home and nobody's showing up here. Grandma maybe might need to do something here, and maybe only the people that are only there are these neighbors that now she's being tried to be isolated from. How's life going to be? How's family going to be? I mean, how's life going to be? Someone called Fun and Crazy Fail say, nowadays in Kenya, our families and relatives are the biggest enemies and jealous people. For I don't care anymore about bad people. Only God I respect others. Sharia. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. I mean, it's crazy, but in most cases, the people who come through for you, the people who hold your hands, the people who help you most of the time, let's say strangers, the people you just met, but your family, your blood, sometimes they betray you. They'll not be there for you. But all in all, family is family. I'm just surprised. Maybe we may think that, oh, this family, we don't know the both sides of the story. Maybe grandma did something to them previously. Maybe something happened. We can really, it's easy to judge from one point of view, but unless we hear the whole story, I can't judge. I really cannot judge. Maybe grandma did something to them. Maybe something happened. Who knows? Who knows? All right, they were here cutting the cake and scrambling to have the cake. Thank you, Vico Space, for joining and reminding people to like and subscribe. Yeah, thank you so much. JT, everybody was talking to Goko. Marwa always say things to get donors, feel sorry and donate. I don't like the idea. He never contributed money for grandma, but destroying her family, her friend family. Wow. Well. I don't know. I'm celebrating grandma's win, but I don't know how it's going to be on a long run, because I don't really think that the family was really together before this house was built. I don't know. Even though they had their problems or their differences, remember they still were living in the same home, okay? So when something like this happened, and maybe it was Marwa's idea. Maybe it was Marwa's idea to say, let's do this party minus them, okay? We don't really need to involve them. We don't need to bring them on board. We can just do this without their involvement. So if they feel bad, it's upon them. Or you think they're just going to be involved, maybe even if you invite them to come and have a party with you? Do you really think they will just be free to come and, we've been invited? They couldn't come. I don't really think they would. No. Hi, Alisa. Edutainment, I see you. Aaron Steve Commons, I see you. I'm just saying, look at the houses of the co-wives. You can't even compare. Let them stay where they are. No, Hamisi, remember they were living in the same situation 3 weeks ago. So this is just a sudden thing that happened to grandma. It can't happen to anyone else. But that is not like a real get pass to say now grandma cannot interact with them anymore because she has a permanent house. Bro, it goes deeper than that. For example, remember when she was sick and only these boys were here and maybe MARWA, they were giving money. There's something that might happen that will need the family, whether you like it or not. So I'm not really advocating for that thing that now she need to cut ties with the family and only connect with the Rosios and the MARWAs because those are the only people who are there for her. No, I'm not of that idea. I will not really buy into that. I still believe that family is a family. After all, family remain family. So no matter what happened between them, no matter how bad the situation was or is, she still needs those people. I'm not of that idea that now she should cut them off like completely. At least what you do in such cases, you just invite them, whether they come or not. You just bring them aboard, even if you're not cool. You see what happens here in most cases when you have these kind of occasions or events. What you do, you guys come together, right? Whether it's a burial, whether it's a wedding, whether it's something else like those celebrations like initiation, circumcision, or whatever. You guys come together and you have a party, okay? After all, your family, just like David Jr. and MARWA, they may not speak, they may not see eye to eye every day, but they're still family. They're still blood, so I don't know how bad the situation is. I'm not going to judge and say maybe grandma is the cool person. Grandma is there. I'm not going to say now I give grandma the gay pass and say she's the cool person, she's the good person, and the other family is those are the only people who are really jealous of her. No. By the way, when you speak about maybe they could be the one who are a witch, the witches, or they want grandma or whatever. But now you may find out that whoever you're defending is actually the bad person. So just give everyone the benefit of doubt and say, oh, let's say anyone else, under normal circumstances, everyone can be bad, can be good. Anyway, let's see the celebration here a little bit while I'm reading your comments. Please like the video, okay? Drop your comments. Let's have this chat a little bit. Happy Sunday. All right. As we see the celebration, let me read your comments. Entertainment saying, I think what matters are the few genuine friends and those who can help. Focusing on family because its family is not worth really. Daniel said, JT, the third day of MARWA's visitation here. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I do. I agree with what you're saying because, seriously, we can't really say now because family, now you have to ignore the red flag. You have to ignore all the things that they did for you or maybe how they've been behaving towards you all that time. All I'm saying is, no matter what, family remain family. And sometimes you may find yourself like you cutting ties with the family, embracing too much strangers or maybe embracing strangers so much and you forget in your own blood. But after all, whenever you'll need family, they'll be there. It happens most of the time. I mean, all of families, not only grandma, but even your family, even mine, even anyone else. We don't always vibe. We don't always speak the same language. We don't always see eye to eye. But after all, we remain family. And when something maybe that requires family to chip in, they will always be there. So I'm saying, I don't know what happened between these people, but when Marwa found them, they were living together. Remember that? They were living in the same home. Even if there were like boundaries there, whatever was happening there, still they were living together. So this amplifying these differences, or maybe that disagreement between them, whatever it was, and now making it so wild and evident that now they cannot even talk again ever, isolating the grandma to be all by herself. And even imagine at this moment, all you can see here, they are just YouTubers, strangers. After this party, they will be going back to their homes, and she'll be left here all by herself. Brian will be going to school next week on Monday, maybe tomorrow. She'll be reporting back to school tomorrow. Daniel will go back to his home. This is not Daniel's home. So grandma will be left all alone in this big house, nobody else. And now that they have a wall around, she has a wall around, and now the daughter hasn't come home yet. So what do you think life is going to be to her? You know, I'm not saying that now she need to bring them home now because, their family, whatever they did to her, she should forget, but at least involve them, involve them. What if now next time when they hold their meeting and say, looks like now you're isolating yourself, you're going to let you be? Sometimes, strangers, they can come and help you, but family, you don't forget family completely, like big time. And I know, even though they had their differences, if it was for grandma, at least if it was for her own decisions, at least she should have invited them, just like they had a meeting. That's mean they still were speaking, they were still talking. But now from this moment, looks like now she is not even allowed to bring them to the table anymore. Just to say, remember, he tried to do this with Mr. Luz and neighbor. He's always taking private stuff online. That's why he's just driving people together in peace before Marwa came and used them. I remember when he was in Argentina. Rocio stopped him from talking about Argentina neighbors' image. He's such a negative man. Vibe KK, I see you. Thank you for being here. OG Digital Dre, where you been? Event. Rosalie say, so overwhelming for grandma. This turned out to be village YouTubers feast. Every one of them will post a video. Of course, after the master. After the master, they all will be posting video. The thing that my biggest concern is after all this, after this hype, after the videos and filming that have been, YouTube video have been posted, and all these YouTubers have gone home because they're not related to grandma. How's life going to be for grandma in that all big house? Remember, their daughter hasn't come home yet. I don't know what about that Kalonzo, the mysterious son, Kalonzo. I don't know where he at. I don't know if he's going to be coming home. Somebody let me know where Kalonzo is. I know if he'll be coming home. After all that will be happening and everything is done, these YouTubers will be going home, okay? So my concern is about grandma, how she be moving on with life. Daniel is not a member of this home or family. He is a distant member, so he's not allowed to live here. He said that. So Daniel will be going home. Brian will be going to school. Maybe they will employ someone to come and stay with grandma before the daughter comes home. I don't know. But do you really think that if it was for grandma's decision, to organize this thing, like, okay, grandma, you've been built a house, now it's time for you to now organize a party, celebrate your win. Do you think that she couldn't have invited the other family members to celebrate with her? Even though, they have differences. Do you think if it was for her own decision, she shouldn't have involved the neighbors and villagers and neighbors, family members, co-wives, uncles, brother-in-laws and all that? I believe she should have, or she would have. But because this is supposed to be a YouTuber's party, she's just there as a participant. Remember, everything that she has right now in this compound, everything except now the land belongs to other people. And now Maro being the one who channeled all that to happen, I guess he has the bigger say than nobody else here. So I'm not. I don't know. But what do you think? If it was for grandma, don't you think he should have invited maybe those jealous co-wives, those evil family members? Do you think she should have not? Next one. For those claiming family jealous, blah blah, who tell you that those who were there were not jealous? Most of those guys were there to carry favor with Marwa and create content only. My point exactly. Nixon. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you. I should clap for you. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's my point, sure. Like, for example, this finding Ian who's cutting the cake. These people, how they were scrambling for the cake and taking all that. Do you think they are doing that for love? Oh, they care so much about grandma. Oh, or do you really think that if something really crazy happened for grandma, maybe something like it hits the fan, all these people will gather here just like that? They gathered here with their camera switched off just to come here. They just came here because of YouTube and making content. You know, yeah, I know that maybe family members, co-wives are jealous of her and all that, but so you really think that these people, these YouTubers, these strangers, they love her more than the family? I'm not on that idea. Like, I don't really think so.
Give me
John P, you say grandma is Priska's mom, auntie. She is getting support from that side of family. You know why I'm laughing? I'm laughing because you're saying that when there was something good happening, where have they been all the way? Where has this family or the Priska Sagati's family, where have they been all that time? You know, don't forget that this is all for camera, bro. She's not getting no support, bro. She's been living that pathetic life while these people are doing their things. So coming here is because she's winning. Who doesn't want to be part of the win? Nobody. You want to associate with someone after you win. Yeah, now right there you know that you had family members, even distant. Someone will come and say, you know, your great grandpa was an uncle to my whatever uncle of that great grandpa of my uncle, and now me, I'm here as a cousin of that great. Oh, you know, some kind of BS threats that you can't even enjoy in. And how they call themselves family, they come here and say, yeah, we're here to help. After seeing you winning. But when you are down there, were they there? No, they won it. So I'm not buying that. I'm just saying, one of the things I love about grandma, despite her misfortune, she never sold her land, unlike the Murimis. Poverty indeed is just a mindset. For sure. Yeah. For her, she really got it. And by the way, you know what was scaring me is how your boss was really looking at that land and salivating at the land and be like, oh, she has a good place, good big land. Maybe. I guess that is the thing that is bringing a lot of fights here. They look at that land, they are like, okay, this is big. Can we have this? You know. Sister wives don't always get along, and you don't know what they did to each other when they were just having children. And men with their life, sometimes people can get hurt. That cuts deep. I understand. I do. For real. Test you say, just because money is coming shouldn't make grandma fall for Marwa and his negativity. Money doesn't give you happiness. What Marwa is doing, like separating her from her circle, make her talk bad. That's what I'm saying, man. Kindly like the video for me. Please like the video. J.A., you saying, Mara's family search the village to find the vulnerable that they can use to get donations from YouTube, often making things worse for individuals. David Jr., Marwa D, too self-absorbent. Speaking about Murimi, I've had a story, by the way. If we leave grandma's story a little bit. Have you seen Murimi and their wife? I mean, those people were living very nicely before the intervention of David Jr. Look at the other story of, not Murimi, the other guy called who? Matiko, the boy who was taken to rehab or whatever, the mental facility that he was taken to. He was living with his wife. David Jr. came between and said, this guy's a drunkard, he's assaulting the wife. And now the wife was moved out of the family. They went to rent her. Now he went to rent her out there. Now she's even having a newborn, a baby. Nobody to help her. She can't go back to the Murimi or to Matiko's family because David Jr. separated her from that family that this guy is a drunkard. You don't deserve to be with this kind of guy, you know. Maybe you deserve better. So Murimi back home, their wife is having a lot of problems over there by herself. Nobody to help her. Just because this guy told her, oh, I'm trying to make your life better. No, they don't make life better. In the long run, when you see the bigger picture, it always go back to bite them. I mean, it have a very cruel, bad ending. That was Murimi. That was Matiko and the wife. So Matiko is back home after the mental facility health or rehab thing. He's back to drink like never before. Right now, he has doubled the intake. If he was drinking maybe 1 liter of alcohol, changa, kombucha, whatever you call it, now he's taking like 5 or maybe 20 times a day. I mean, he's totally drunk. Murimi sold his land, bought a motorbike. I don't even think that he has the motorbike anymore. Because, okay, someone come between you and tell you know what, your family is jealous of you, or your brothers are jealous of you, your uncles are jealous of you. Murimi, we're going to sue your uncle. They take Murimi's uncle to the court, they there, and Murimi is standing there as a witness to witness. And I say, oh, no, I was there, this uncle is doing this to Dimwango. He's jealous of this young girl. You betray your family. So I don't really buy the idea that even if you have a problem with your family, now you have to distance and cut yourself off from them or cut them off. Now, join total strangers and say, yeah, we good. No, you are not. You're not. You're not. Family is family. Nothing really cast that idea. Nothing can change that. So look at Mrimi, look at Matiko. I'm bringing that idea to grandma. Because I believe even though they had their problems, they still were living in the same place. They were still having their issues. But living together, all that, whenever something happened, they would come together, family, have their meeting. Remember when Mara started building there, they came together, they sat down, they had a meeting. They called her. But Mara called grandma from the meeting. Those people, those villagers having meeting here, they want to stop me. I'm not going to stop. If they don't want, then it is what it is. From that moment now, maybe they pulled off. They pulled out. No, I don't know. Pulled out. So what do you think? What do you think? Our family is not family or whatever. No, I'm not buying that. I believe I'm a little bit behind with the comments. But personally, I believe in family. At the end of the day, for example, when you pass away, they say she was a sister, a brother to so-and-so, no friend and so-and-so. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lucy. That's what I thought. I should add you another clap and some cheers. Bottom line is, family is family. However much they have their problems and all that, I don't think it was a good idea. It is a good idea for Marwa to separate her completely from the family, saying they're jealous and all that. Remember, this grandma is in the same class with them. Having a big house doesn't change anything, you know. Having a big house is just an improvement of life, but she's still in the same class with them. You know, she hasn't changed. It's not like now she's learned, she's exposed. Now she can do stuff. She can start traveling and having a different lifestyle. No, she's still gone with the farming and all, doing those stuff. And whenever something happens, family will always be there for her. That's how it happens. I believe I'm so much behind the comments. Let me just keep all this to go back to the family. No, not to the family. Go with Maria 254. How are you, Maria? You all right? Karibu. Maybe first time I'm seeing you here. Make sure you like the video. Tash, you asking, JT, was Murimi not abusing his wife? Be honest. According to how I hear, he was. And okay, honestly, a drunk person, you can't trust her, or you can't trust him. When he come home drunk, they'll fight. All right? I won't say that it was abusing, it was fighting. They were fighting. And remember, if you go back to that story, whenever David Jr. will bring it, the wife will say, that's how they used to do. Like, he will come home, they will fight, they will do that. The biggest problem happened when the Murimi came home, not Murimi, like, I'm talking about Matiko. Murimi, this thing just happened yesterday or the other day after being on the limelight every day. I'm talking about Matiko. He will go drink whatever he drink, comes home, they have their differences. The problem came when he came home and found the wife with a mobile phone. He was like, who bought you this phone? Or like, this is David Jr. David Jr. buy a phone for my wife. How? Without me even knowing. So he took the phone, maybe sold it or did what he did. So they will fight. I believe if you're married, you know that you don't live with your wife from January to January without even quarreling or arguing or maybe fighting. So everyone have their different way of living their life. So you can say that no, that was bad because ours is different. You have that. So how people live their lives actually should be list of your concern. As long as they're together, who are you to tell them that you guys are not living your good life? There are those people who, without arguing, without fighting, they don't feel nice. They don't feel like this relationship is going on well. They have to. I mean, there's that person who always argues. So before they argue, they can't even sleep. So you don't come and tell them that, no, that is toxic. No, you need to go somewhere where you sleep quietly, wake up, wake quiet. To some people, that is boring. They need that. They need to be hyped up by some. Maybe you need to come home and give them some 2 slaps. That's how they wake up. That's how you spice up. It's a different. It's a whole different thing. I'm trying to catch up with your comments. Test D. You got the tingle. I'm afraid of their reactions later if we have to take into consideration how they attacked Mama Ann family. Of course, you know the end game. I asked you a question. I asked you that, what do you think is going to be the end game? Maybe after 2, 3, or maybe after a year of some 6 months, somebody will show up on camera and say, Grandma is now ungrateful because she's locking the gate. She doesn't want us to come there with cameras. And this house was built by us. No, maybe they will demand it back or whatever they will say. Because remember, Grandma does not have sons. So like I can say she has a weak ground, a weak foundation down there. So I'm just saying, I hope that she will have a best. Guys, have you liked the video? This world, only saying. Mara thought YouTubers in that village had to scam and use subscribers. Wow. Glad to hear you good. Go with Maria. I hope you've subscribed, Living pages, the limbs, how Wagwan friends, Wagwan cousins. Murimi living with Brian in his house for 7 months was a walking red flags. Where did you want the boy to go? They had only one house, They only had one house, so how would they do? Don't bring modernity to that village. They're still living as per the village. Okay. You saw yesterday a video of how Father Murimi behavior, like, this is our baby, don't go with him. Again, let me play the video a little bit so that you can get it.
Teenagers are building businesses.
Whatever.
Wait, guys, wait. Keep fast, guys. Keep fast. Jamani,
Pea mama, pea yule mama.
haya wamama peo yao. Pea yule mama, pea wa mama.
Yes.
Sirudi addition.
Nani huyo?
I happened to see a video from Maro. He captured this part towards the end of it. Let me play this and see.
Kuna vitu zilikuwa hapa zimeenda wapi? Nana Meg. Pain people have
These are very good quality.
Yeah?
Very good quality.
Yeah, we are buying only very good quality.
Yeah, it is a very
yes,
nice quality.
very good. The party has begun.
Yeah, the party has begun.
Guys, the party has officially started. And you see the lights. People are here. Are you, how are you?
I'm good, boss.
Okay.
Today we are here.
Yeah,
Now look, I want you to see who were present in this party. Okay? Let me rewind so that you can see who are present in this party.
only very good quality.
Yeah, it is a very
yes,
nice quality.
very good. The party has begun.
All right. If you take a quick look at all this, okay, who are present in this party were all YouTubers. Mayuguno has no relationship with Grandma. Nobody. Breman, I see you. Good morning, JT and chat. It's 8 a.m. in South Florida. You are very early today. Yes. I was here very early. I am here very early today. We're good. Karibu sana. It's a Sunday, so, and by the way, it's 3 p.m. where I am, so I understand time differences. You'll catch up. If by the way you missed the live stream, you can rewatch. Okay, you can rewatch. No problem. Just remember to like. Remember to like. Be nice. Boland, be nice to Mara, Just be nice. Try to be nice. All I'm saying is just try to be nice, okay? They need to put a back door in that wall into the family compound. When I saw that happening, actually, that's what I thought. That's what I asked myself, like, why are they locking the other family completely? So if they're co-wives, you see, let me make it make sense. Initially, when they were living together in that whole big compound, even though there were like a demarcation, like there were trees to signal that this is the boundary, but still they were accessing each other. They were living in the same compound, one gate. They were using one gate, okay? They were living together. So when MARWA, when they demolished grandma's part and they left the others, at least they should have made a small gate over there to this other side. But you know what MARWA said? That part of where the houses for grandma were is supposed to be a road. So according to MARWA, he said grandma donated that part to be a road. So that's to mean from the wall, it's supposed to be a road. So the other family, if they want to access grandma, they should go around the compound, around the wall, and come use the same one gate over here. I don't know. I don't know if now from this moment they will want to come here. Maybe if something happened, God forbid, that now they will have to. I assume that nothing happened. They have to forget or say like, let's just go. Let's just go. You know, just go to that gate, to that home where we were never invited to come and celebrate. I really believe that if they were invited, to come and celebrate, they would be there. They would have come, but they were not. I think they were not. But let me wait and see. Maybe later on today, in that party, they'll be appearing there. If they don't, you know, you just know.
Guys, the party has officially started. And you see the lights, people are here. Mayuguno, how are you?
Mayuguno. Rosalie saying, JT, those are MARWA loyalties. They have nothing to do with grandma. Absolutely. They don't. You're in Dubai. You're in Dubai or Dubai. How is Dubai though? That wall MARWA built was very, very, very unnecessary. That fool never reasons. He's creating division in between them. Now he said it's for security, and thieves may come stealing the TV and the sofa set and all that. Anyhow, somehow it makes sense. Somehow, I don't know. Having a wall is not a bad thing, though. Having a wall is not that bad, that much bad. But now the idea of creating the wall, according to MARWA, is not about security, just to isolate grandma, just to put her out of these jealous people, jealous family. as Hamisi say, useless family members. I never had such a thing. Hamisi, do you have useless family members? I think we can have useless friends, but family, they are never useless. They are never. Unless it's your family, Hamisi. You have useless family members. So you want to embrace like completely strangers, total strangers, and saying family members are useless. How come they never put donors for the bedroom and bathroom doors? My God, I was reading my own things like donors. You're asking how come they never put doors for the bedrooms and bathroom? This was supposed to be done, very fast, quick fast, because launching the house in 3 weeks. That was the idea. So doors for the bathroom and all that. Just you understand that whatever this thing has reached, that will be it. I don't think that grandma will have the capacity to come and now install new doors, and maybe if she needs a wash or maybe some running water, she will go ahead and do that. How will she do that? How? And do you think that after all this is done, will there be anyone else who will come reaching out to ask grandma, so what is happening? For example, maintain this. When one day she wake up and the solar panels are not working, they will need someone to fix them, and they will need maybe a lot of money. have you heard how much it took to maybe to install the kitchen cabinets? The one engineer, the one carpenter who made them, he was given more than like 30,000 or maybe 50. The one who was installing was given a lot of money again. Whoever was installing the solar panels were given a lot of money as labor. So you really think that after this, maybe grandma needs something to be done there, maybe a modification, maybe some repair. How will she do that? How? I don't know. Maybe you guys know. Because for me, I don't. Because you don't really think that she's going to be living independently after all this. No, she's not.
Okay.
Today we are here.
Yeah, Ramayan. Yes. How are you, my friend?
We just came to see this. The problem is we are very scared.
Why?
If this mom, she's scared to sleep in the house. We're going to spend maybe with him one.
Listen to that madman, Mayuguno. That grandma is scared to live in that house, so I'm going to spend a night. No, let me rewind, because maybe I didn't hear that.
The problem is we are very scared.
Why?
If this mom, she's scared to sleep in the house. We're going to spend maybe with him.
No. Maybe that speed is too high. Can I play in this speed? Yeah. What did you say, Mayuguno? You want to spend a night with grandma because she's scared to live alone? Mayuguno, grandma does not need a husband. Please. Let me listen to Mayuguno.
Ramayan. Yes. How are you, my friend?
We just came to see this. The problem is we are very scared.
Why?
Grandma's scared. I'm going to spend a night with her.
If this mom, she's scared to sleep in the house. We're going to spend maybe with him 1 week, experience in the house.
Yeah.
So at least she can have that mentality to live in the mansion.
Oh my God. Did he not even a day? I'm going to spend a whole week with her. Okay. I thought I had it all. I really thought I had it all until I listened to Mayuguno.
Experience in the house.
Yeah.
So at least she can have that mentality to maybe with him 1 week. We are very scared.
Why?
If this mom, she's scared to sleep in the house. We're going to spend maybe with him 1 week, experience in the house.
Yeah.
So at least she can have that mentality to live in the mansion.
In the mansion.
I thought I knew what was the plan until when I listened to Mayuguno now, today. I thought I had it until today when I listened to Mayuguno, I was like, oh my God. What's good, Lady Con? You all right? Welcome. Karibu sana. So you hear Mayuguno saying that he's going to spend a week with grandma in this house, at least to to give her the experience of living in a big house. Okay. Sandra, what are you asking? Have you ever moved from a small space to much bigger space, JT? No. How does it feel? How does it feel? Let me know. What space what space are you talking about? House? I don't even have a house, I'm living under that tree. So tell me how it feels. Imagine those villagers wanting to invade grandma's home. It is what MARWA wanted. They can come and go as they please. Of course. It's like that Lee. He doesn't want to, but does. What is that? he doesn't want to put or to boot to put those, because donors can calculate the amount, say and done, but easy say and done. But through building and building, he can divert the funds, and donors will keep donating. I get it. No running water, the proper toilet doors. It's gonna happen, maybe. Maybe it's a long time thing. Have you heard Mayugno saying he's going to be spending here a week? Maybe by that they'll be making more videos telling donators to keep sending money. Who knows? Who knows? Even though the house is free, I would be overwhelmed as hell if I was grandma with all these cameras and people in my home. I understand. I looked at her. She was smiling though at that moment. Right now, loneliness hasn't hit her yet. She's okay. She's feeling good. Until all these people leave, that is where now she will start feeling that loneliness, you know. What is that part where they were cutting the cake? It's right here. It's right here.
Guys, are you ready?
So right here is grandma having a tumbler, having champagne, celebrating, which is cool. But after all this, what's going to be? You know, what's going to be? I don't know. So let's just watch and see how it goes. All right, but it's a good thing. It's a good feeling. You know, bottom line is, grandma, at least she has found a good place to be. You know, I know how she never had this. It's a good thing. Celebrate her. Celebrate her. Now, I hope that her daughter will be coming after all that. I mean, whatever she's fixing, she'll be able to fix and come have some time with the mama. You know, live with mama or whatever. But you know, grandma living in this house all by herself, because now she has a wall. And you know, the mentality in these villages, when it comes to gated homes and walled homes, you don't really go there that you just say, I thought I should come and chill with you. No, you don't go to chill in those gated homes, unless now they invited you to come over. But it's a little bit awkward. But when the home is kind of freely, that's what you see. Mara said that unlike the US or maybe the abroad, we fence our homes. That is a culture that has been brought from other places because of maybe insecurity and stuff. But in the villages, it's not really common. You just have your home, you collect your houses together. Someone can pass by and say, hey, say hello, come chill with you. But if not, so... Gracie was saying YouTube can still YouTubing from grandma's mansion from Krayugna. I believe if Mayugna is going to stay here for a week, that is a long game, you know. Being there, collect funds on behalf of grandma, say, now we still need a door here, we still need and that and that. In the meantime, collecting funds. YouTubing, yeah, it will be YouTubing. Find your grandma table MARWA. whatever. Iron sheet grandma, expensive wash machine, Marwa. I understand. And now I get it. Don't forget the big Bixby fridge, for Marwa. I get it. Angie. Is that the same Angela or this is a different Angie? Oh, Angie. Wow. What happened? I don't know. I don't know what was happening over there. What is popping, JT? Everything is good. Everything nice. Karibu. Welcome. What is his name? Baba who? Baba boy. Oh, bro, that name is challenging. Celebro. Okay, Celebro. What's up? It's not that serious. After a while, people stop going there and grandma can live her normal life just like Mama Ann. You know, the difference is Mama Ann has a big family. She has people around her. Grandma is in the other side. On the other side, grandma is a lonely person. She was living there, even though she was lonely, but they were living together as a big home, as a big family. So when the YouTube thing stops, when all this shenanigans stop, I think life will get boring. Like really. But you're gonna leave the old woman alone. Julia Thomas, you can keep making noise, all right? You can keep making noise. Today I'm not giving no attention at all. And another one called Eric Bogita. Hey, such a name, man. Bogita Eric, keep crying, my boy. Keep crying, boy. Anyway, let me play this part a little bit before we finish. Oh, what happened? I can't hear the voice sound.
Why did you cancel your Midjourney subscription?
The sound.
I found this hidden AI that does everything I want for a...
No way. I can hear the sound. Anyway, I don't know where the sound go on. Please like the video. Please like the video, guys. Our favorite cousin, JT, what's hard in the streets and keep us entertained. I appreciate the Lelicon. Appreciate that big time. Like, really. I do. Just saying, if I was in a village and this con family film a family member while saying our private family matters, I must have sued them and got their channels a community guideline violation. Which sound are you talking about? Moto. Which sound? My sound or the receipt that I was playing? I hope you're talking about the receipt. That's how I play it on high speed. If you're talking about the receipt, that's how I play my receipt. Anyway, it's cool. My microphone has high speed. What do you guys mean high speed on my microphone? Are you serious? All right, let me listen to myself. Maybe I don't hear myself. Okay, help me understand, because I don't see any kind of sound effect that I'm using here. I don't. No, because if I was using a different type of voice like
this one, maybe without hard mixing different. But let me know if it's different, I'll change.
Or maybe this one. Yeah, this one sounds good. What do you saying? No, let me check a different one.
maybe this one.
Or this one.
No, I believe that I haven't used any kind of voice now, or voice effect. I was just wondering why you're telling me my microphone has something. Your voice is breaking and speed. Whatever. I don't understand. Is that Daisy? That's not. All right, guys. I know what you're saying. Just give me a second. What about there? What about there? Let me just hope that it's cool, right? I'm hoping now it's cool. Nothing to worry about. Or is that so? You need experience. Experience in what, Mwalim? I'm full experienced, more than you can ever imagine. So unless you guys have it's perfect, it's good now, cool, good, nice. Nice. Really good. Okay. It's network, guys. It was your network. But that voice wasn't mine. That was David Jr. Okay? That was David Jr.'s voice.
That one, guys. That was David Jr. It wasn't me. It was David Jr., okay? Yeah, we're good.
All right. Let's finish up this. Let me present this as the last one. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. What are you saying, Eva? If grandma is alone in the house, doesn't necessarily mean she's lonely. Being alone doesn't equal loneliness. You're right. If she used to, okay, if she's used to that kind of life, then yeah, being alone does not mean lonely. All right. War. What am I playing? Sorry for the commercial. Grandma should open an Airbnb for mature traveling women or people visiting the family from abroad. I would suggest that too. If actually this would be hectic for her to operate here all by herself, she can put a small house for herself there, like a small semi. Then she can rent all this as B&B. She can make some good money, because how is she going to move on with the life? How is she going to maintain that house and operate there? Because remember, this is not an asset. It's an investment, but it's not an asset. It's not going to make money. It's not going to make her money. So her life is going to be the same, except that now she has a house. So maybe I highly suggest such a thing. Maybe rent or she can have one room. But if the daughter is becoming home, and maybe if they have a different plan for her, that they can create something for her, then that would be good. Like, yeah. Even Mama Ann's house was incomplete when handed over to her. Yeah, at least for this grandma's house, it has tiles. Remember when Mama Ann's house was handed over? It had a concrete floor, not floor, no tiles. I don't know if they had ceiling or something, but at least this one, at least something like doors can be installed. But I'm not sure if grandma is going to get money to install the doors. Only if they have some money coming in. Donatus, do the thing. The daughter, what are you saying? Nadine Rose. The daughter meets to come home and start a YouTube channel for her and make money. Okay. If Daniel has started a channel, at this moment, he hasn't made nothing from the channel. So what about the daughter? It takes time, you know. Opening a YouTube channel is not really a guarantee that you're going to make money from it. You can open a channel, monetize it, and still don't make enough money from that channel. So it's not really like 100% guarantee that if she come home and have a channel and have a shout out and get like 1,000 or 10,000. Sorry guys. I was saying that if she come and have like a shout out and get 10,000 subscribers, that would mean that she'll be making a lot of money. No, I don't believe that's the case. Really goes a long way. I wouldn't really advise her to even open a channel. No. This project was money-making schemes. I hope grandma gets a small change in her pocket. Maybe she will. Let me read your comments. Maybe grandma can stay right in that house and have bed and breakfast. People come and stay a couple of days. She provide breakfast. They leave. That woman should not leave her house. Okay. Good idea, though. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Is it really interesting that all Marwa's clan have money to continue their build? Exploitation is lucrative for this family. It is interesting, actually. Like it is. Can grandma bring a man to that house as a Korean? Yeah. She can. Okay? Our culture permits that. We have that a man can come live with grandma because she's widowed, okay? Her husband died. When her husband died, not that you guys separated. When your husband died, that you're now a widow, you can have someone living with you. Someone can come live with you in your home, a man. So, yeah, that can happen. But now ask yourself, is Mara going to allow that? Is Mara going to allow that? Just ask yourself, yeah, grandma want to bring a man here, live with her for security or whatever. But just imagine how Marwa will respond or react to that. Yeah, it's not going to be smooth. No. I don't think that could be really, really smooth. To be fair, Marwa was going to put tiles in Mama Ann's house, but Con Mom said no. Same thing. It's the same thing, you know. How can you giving a man some tools but don't teach or leave them to trade skills would be fruitless. Give them tools, let them learn on their own. Will Brian stop stealing now? No, it's making money. Why will he stop? I mean, why will he stop? Then where is the money going to come from? Yet even if she gets some small change, how long will that last? Not long. I understand. All I was saying, I was suggesting a business idea, like maybe she can rent the house for B&B, or maybe something else, not like a pocket change can. No. Stupidity is a faster killer, and gullibility, critical thinking always. Yeah. I understand your point. All right, guys. All right. I've seen all what you guys are saying. So let me just say, on a nutshell, I hope this thing really ends well with grandma. And if all that goes well with her, then family members can be allowed to come and stay with her. Maybe someone like this boy, Daniel, can live here, even though he's of idea that he needs his own house. But anyway, till they do us part, of course, this lady can be remarried. She's young enough to live a long, happy life without her. Mayugun already volunteered, you know? I don't know. Did you hear that? Mayugun already volunteered to live there a whole week and teach grandma to live in a house, in a big house. Let me play that as I finish the show. Mayugun, what did you suggest? Right. So that is Mayuguno has already volunteered to be there as a man in the meantime. All right, guys. I guess it's time for me to bounce. For now, I'm not going to stay here too long. It was just a Sunday morning for you, a Sunday afternoon. I'll be coming back in the course of the day to see what's happening, what's popping over there. But for now, I'm just gonna leave y'all to enjoy your Sunday. I just have a major one. I'll be catching up with y'all in the next one. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. All right? Like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you when something else shows up. But until then, it was nice catching up with you. Happy Sunday. Bye-bye.